Thank you, everyone. So, I will talk to you about a project I developed in early this year and will last until the end of January. It's about our association named Eibarko Klub Deportiboa, which is in Basque, or Club Deportivo Eibar in Spanish. It would mean Eibar Sports Association, something like that. It was created in January 1924. So its initial aim was to promote mountaineering, cycling, athletics, and Basque pelota. It's a regional sport. At that time, our city Eibar had just 12,000 inhabitants, just the half as today. But it already had a vibrant street and sports culture with several associations where people started gathering around to do several different activities. Most associations were aligned with religious beliefs and politics. And soon members started doing a lot of activities, especially hiking in the surrounding mountains. Those who have been in Eibar last year know that we are surrounded by mountains, so it was like the perfect spot to do this kind of activities. For instance, one of the initial members of our association, called Indalecio Hanguren, who was later president twice, was one of the first photographers in Eibar, and also in Spain. He has a very big collection of photos, and it's publicly available on the internet. And his photo gallery shows how vibrant was Eibar at that time. I don't want to explain you our 100-year history, but just to let you know that nowadays we are more than 2,600 members, and we have 14 different activities for our members. And some of them, well, you can see there 12 logos, but there are a couple of more that are missing. But apart from those 4 initial activities, we have some more of them, like chess or skiing or squash or non-sport activities also, like dancing or photography. But what relation does this have with Plon? Let's start with this year's January the 29th. This was the eve of the 100-year celebration of our association. And some weeks before, one of the members proposed to illuminate Urko. This mountain is the biggest one in our city. It was just in front of the sprints and trainees venue of last year. And he said that this kind of activities were already carried out in the Alps. And we found it very interesting. So we made a call for help, and 312 people signed up. So we gathered there with our lights. And in the evening of that day, we illuminated the mountain. If you want to check some photos of that day, we have in this URL, you can get one of the reports that the local media did with this kind of activities. So after this successful idea, the eve of the exact day that our association celebrated the 100 years, the same member came again, and he said, we should do something else. He remembered that 25 years ago, in 1999, remember, in 1999, we never had, anyone had mobile phones. There was no internet on the phones, no WhatsApp, no Telegram, no nothing, no digital cameras. We managed to climb all the 3,000ers in the Pyrenees, a total of 212 mountains. So he said, okay, we should do something similar to this. But now we have new ways of communicating and showing people what we do. Like we can create a web, we can post the photos in Instagram, we can do whatever. And this time we should do something open to everyone because, yeah, you know, climbing the 3,000ers of the Pyrenees is a bit hard in some of them because they are a bit tricky. And this time we wanted to do something. So linking the idea of the people, of the number of people that gathered to climb and to illuminate our mountain in Eibar, he came the idea to prepare a list of 312 mountains, build a website where people can sign up. I want to climb this one, go there, take a photo, and publish them. So I was there. So he told me, you can prepare the website. I will prepare the list of the mountains. So I started working, and of course I prepared a Plon site. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. But I wanted to do something simple, completely managed by the users. I didn't want to receive by email or by WhatsApp my colleagues' photos and upload them and be the webmaster who needed to be every day, every time looking at the mobile phone and so. So this is the URL. You have the QR code there, and also the URL, the 312.deportivoeibar.com. And in the next slides, I want to explain how we did it, how I did that, which community product I used, and how we helped to improve those products. Because we, as a non-profit, think that this kind of improvements and knowledge should be shared among the community and among all users. So the first thing was to implement some kind of login on the website, because people should be signing up to climb those mountains. And most of them, I thought that would be using their smartphone to do that. So I went for a social login. We already were using PAS plugins OIDC and also PAS plugins Automatic to do Google-based login and some other logins. So we installed it, configured it, and it worked perfectly. We wanted also to implement Apple login. The reason was that the guy who proposed this is an Apple guy, so he has everything in Apple, and he told me, no, I don't have a Google account and blah, 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 So I started implementing that. So regarding this social login, I implemented the Apple login support, both for PAS plugins OIDC and also for Automatic. There are the reference pull requests. I also implemented multiple OIDC plugin support in Bolt Automatic and also in PAS plugins OIDC. Erico had this idea of having the external login provider support in REST API, because right now it was hard-coded directly in PAS plugins Automatic. So I generalized it and issued a pull request for Plon REST API and also the modifications for OIDC and Automatic plugins. So the login issue was solved somehow. And then, we had a long list of 312 mountains that, we decided to show in a map. We are very used to use maps. And if we link the map to a search block, we can have an easy way to see where are the mountains that people should go, and even classify them, I don't know, regarding the mountain range or difficulty or whatever, and also easily see with a color code if they are free or already booked or cancelled or whatever. Some time ago, I think it was after Namur conference, I was playing with the Volto leaflet block, but I made there some pull requests to ease the use of the block and provide a different set of maps, because as you may have seen, I'm using OpenStreetMap-based maps here. But when trying to install that block in Volto 17, I got several errors. I wasn't getting anything there. And after searching a lot, I found that there were some errors with Leaflet and SSR. So I went another way. I found the MapLibre. It's a library created as a fork of Mapbox.gl, and it keeps compatibility with that. It's completely free, open source. So I decided to build a Volto add-on and created an add-on which provides a map component that can render any kind of items in a map. It provides support for several base maps, and you can add your own base map according if it follows the standard, which all these OpenStreetMap base maps support. And also, I added also a map block to have a block in every page where you can add the pins you want. So this map linked to the search block. I guess that you're showing. No, not yet. Yeah, here. So here in this example, you can see how I linked the search block to the map, and you can use the filtering, and it shows the maps that fulfill that criteria that we used in the filters. It's quite easy to use, and yeah, I think it's an easy thing for the end user to check this kind of points. The second thing we needed to do was provide a way the users to book the mountain, so to say, to decide where to go and just to check in the website to say I'm going to here this day. And this was quite easy. It's just a REST API call to create a climbing content object that I created in the backend. So there was not much to do there. But after doing that, we needed a way to upload photos. We already have in Volto a component that handles massive uploads of files, which is the content upload modal. It's used in the contents view. And at that time, the content upload modal allowed to upload any kind of file without any restriction. But the component that uses underline, I think it's I can't recall the name, has some options where you can provide the list of meta types that are allowed, or the maximum size of the files that are allowed, or some kind of filter. So I made those changes there to support these features in the content uploads modal, and this way I can restrict the users to only upload image files and not PDF files with images inside and things like that. And I could also restrict the size of the photos, not to have the website filled with 100 megabyte photos. So the changes were issued in a pull request that was included some months ago. So it's already there, and anyone can use this content uploads model in their projects with using these restrictions. We also wanted to offer visual stats of the status of the project, such as the number of already climbed mountains or the number of pending ones. And we are, for some years now, we are used to see these typical rolling numbers in the web pages, where you say, I have 200 clients, 1 million revenue, whatever. So I checked the NPM registry, and we found the React CountUp component that provides this functionality. So, sorry. Yeah, should this in here. No. Next one. Yeah. And we implemented this. So now we have a component that offers this kind of functionality in Volto. It's a block where you can configure which is the initial number, the final number, the delay, and it offers also some simple possibilities of styling these counters. Notifications. The website is prepared for anyone to upload photos, so we wanted to have a way to get information, at least at the organizers level of the project, because we are also using Instagram and other services to publish and to tell people that we are doing this project. So we wanted to have a fast way to get notified about any modification that people did in the website. So we created a package called Collective Content Rules Telegram, which uses the content rules engine of Plone and sends information to a channel every time an event happens on the site. So we configure that if anyone created photos in a climbing object, we got a message in a Telegram channel. So in the left there, on the left of the screenshot, you can see the Telegram channel where we were getting this information, and in the right, the content rule configuration where you can enter the text you want to get and the channel ID where you want to get that information. So it's a really handy way to get notified of things that happen in the Plone site, thanks to the excellent content rules engine. This product called Collective Content Rules Telegram is available in the collective and is also released on PyPy. Theming, yeah, of course. I'm not a designer at all. I don't do CSS basically. So at that time, I've already seen the Voltolite theme already published. So I decided to go that way. We started with this project in early February, and it had to be online by late March, just before Easter, because we wanted people to go to the mountain on Easter. And we went the Lightem way. We added some colors. We modified the site with our corporative new colors, the logo, and do some changes here and there. And yeah, I think it was a really nice way of doing theming with a very simple theme that we needed. We needed no more than this that we get. Deployment, yeah. Yeah, this was another Volto project for us. So I gave a talk in Namur conference in 2022 where I explained how we were deploying Volto sites. At that time, when we were not using Docker to do deployment. So if you want to check how we worked back in the days, you can see that talk in Namur. But with this project and the latest Docker Volto project, that we have been developing these days, we decided to evolve the way of working. And in this case, we evolved our previous way to a monorepo approach, where we had the project and the add-on in the same repository, but we were deploying still using the non-Docker way of doing. But after all, we saw the excellent work that Erico, David, and others did with first CookiePlone starter and then CookiePlone templates. So we decided to go that way. And nowadays, we are deploying both the backend and the frontend with using a CookiePlone project template automatically with GitLab CI/CD. So on this also, we think that we improved a bit the CookiePlone template. Yeah, it's saying template all the time. We added GitLab CI/CD support. We provided some fixes to the way the template was generating some information. We also added Plone CLI support, as David explained yesterday. We also added some documentation and general improvements, and the GitLab CI/CD support is pending right now. It needs some testing, so if you use GitLab for your projects and you want to test the integration of building images and deploying the site, you are more than welcome to test this pull request, the number 66, I think. But I want to show you that currently it's working. When opening, yeah, we implemented a very simple pipeline, a CI/CD pipeline, where when opening a merge request, the basic checks are done, the tests are executed, and then the Docker images are built. And when the merge request, because yeah, in GitLab it's called merge request instead of pull request, the merge request is approved, the versions of the packages are bumped, the changes are pushed to GitLab's container registry, and the new image versions are created. This pattern differs a bit from the pull request that we created for the cookie plon template, because we didn't want to have an automatic way of deploying. We just wanted to have an automatic building of the Docker images. We have evolved our way of deploying plon sites from build out to Docker, and then who knows. But we wanted to go step by step. So we still SSH to the server, do the Docker pull, and then the upgrade of the servers. We haven't also gone the rel storage way. As I said, we are going step by step. We don't want to have a revolution in our office, because otherwise, yeah, you know, everyone will start yelling at me because I am introducing rel storage. So I have introduced Docker first, and let's see if in the coming months I introduce the automatic deployment and rel storage. Let's see. As Plone advertised some time ago, this is an evolution and not a revolution. So the user feedback. Well, the users of the site, those who have signed up to climb these mountains and upload the photos and check if everything was going okay, was very, very positive. They like the cleanness of the theme a lot. This white theme with clear and big titles and names and everything. So thank you, Kit Concept, and all those who have worked on Voltolite theme. They told us that the login process with past plugins Automatic and OADC is seamless. We haven't had any issue with reset instructions, email login emails lost, password confirmation, and nothing like that, because they were just logging with clicking a button. They found the way to book and see and search and upload the photos to the mountains really straightforward. Just clicking a button, everything was working. So uploading the files was also a very straightforward process, thanks to the content uploads modal, with just selecting the images from the website and from the mobile phone and uploading them. So we are really happy with the performance and the working of the entire ecosystem of the project. So after explaining this, all the technical things, you may want to know how is the project going, right? Because yeah, I said that we decided to climb 312 mountains, but which is the current status? We have one mountain booked. Yeah, it's a tradition in our area in the Basque Country to climb a mountain both in New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. So if you celebrate New Year in the Basque Country, you may see in the 1st of January people in the streets dressed like mountaineers. Yeah, you say no, but yeah, it's what happens there. So we will go into Urco, our mountain. It's a tradition in Eibar. So I think we will get the photo with the most number of people there. Then we have 277 mountains already climbed. 34 are missing yet. We have also 27 mountains from all over the world. We opened the system to any one of our members to propose to climb a mountain, because, yeah, you know, in August, perhaps you go to Utah and climb a mountain in Utah, or you go to the Alps. And if the mountains are significant enough, they have sent us the images and we have published them in our site. And we have some other 8 other mountains climbed in the Basque Country and in our area that were not in the primitive list, because they were not significant enough to be in that list, but we have uploaded them also to our site. Now, before finishing, I want to show you some of the images we have received. In the left one, it's me with a friend in a mountain in in Navarre. It's an area about 2 hours from our city, with a very great day we had there. Up there is Garmo Negro. It's a mountain in one of the easiest 3,000ers in the Pyrenees. And the one below is the Gran Paradiso in the Alps, the first 4,000er that we climbed in this project. But we didn't have mountains also only in our area, Basque Country, Pyrenees. Perhaps the Alps are a bit far away. We also had people in our association that went to the Himalaya. The photo on the left is Kalapatar, and the one in the top is Gokiori. And in the mountain, it's Mount Timpanogos in the US below, in the Rocky Mountains in Utah. And you may have seen that in all of the photos, people show like a flag. Is this flag, which we carried to all of the mountains. In some of them, we left it there because in the Basque Country and also in some mountains in Spain, there is a mailbox in the top of the mountain where people used to left their own card to let others know that he was there. In some mountains in the Alps and also in France, you may find a book, like a signature book, where people say, "I've been here this day," and blah blah blah. It's typical to leave these kind of things in a mailbox in the mountains. So we decided to create this kind of flag that we left there. If you check carefully, it has a QR code that points to the website. So everyone that gets this flag can get information about the project in the website. And if our members found some other people in those mountains, they were given this. They gave them this flag, like information of this project. So that was it. Eskerrik asko. This is the photo of that day of the illumination of Urko. And if you have any questions, I am open to receive them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mikel.
Thank you.
Questions? No one?
No one. Better.
It has been very good, or maybe they are lost. No one? Questions? So, applause for our friend
Thank you.
Mikel.